What's going on, everyone? Ryan from the MTG Homebrew Network here today to bring you a Pauper deck that I've been playing for a little while. It's something I've worked on, and I just like the way that it plays. As you can see right here, it's Thunderous Wrath. It is a 6-mana instant, 4 red. Thunderous Wrath deals 5 damage to target creature or player, and Miracle 1. I've played this deck on the channel before. I'll link that video below. This was a little while ago, but the deck hasn't really changed very much in the times that I've iterated it. It's just kind of different numbers have gone onto different playsets and such. So the plan with Thunderous Wrath is we're going to try to get it on top of our library and then draw it for turn, whether that be on our opponent's turn or on our turn, and then pay 1 mana to deal 5 damage to them. Alongside that, we also have the Chain Lightnings and Lightning Bolts to also deal some damage. It's just kind of like a half burn, half Delver kind of deck, because we also have actual factual Delver of Secrets. It's a 1/1 for 1 blue mana. At the beginning of our upkeep, look at the top card of our library. You can reveal that card. If it's an instant or sorcery, reveal it and flip Delver. And it flips into a 3/2 with flying. For 1 mana, that's pretty good, and we're going to be trying to manipulate the top of our library because we want to try to get our Thunderous Wraths off. So we have a couple different options for doing so. We have our Ponders, which can look at the top 3 cards, put them back in any order, shuffle if we need to, and then draw a card. We have Portent, which is Ponder, but instead of drawing the card immediately, we draw it on our opponent's upkeep. And this is pretty good because we can have that be the first card we draw in a turn, and if we can set up a Thunderous Wrath on top of our deck, then we have 5 damage for 1 mana on our opponent's turn. It's pretty good. We also have Brainstorm, which if we end up with Thunderous Wrath in our hand somehow, whether we drew it later or we can't play it, we can put it back on top of the deck after drawing 3 cards, and then putting 2 back. We also have some Spell Pierces to protect our spells that we're going to be casting, and also to maybe interrupt our opponent's life gain spells, their food, whatever they're doing. One of my favorite cards in the deck that I haven't really seen any other deck in Magic play is Bloodwater Entity. It's a 3-mana 2/2 for 1 blue-red. It's an elemental. It has flying and prowess, which is pretty good. And then when it enters the battlefield, you can put target instant or sorcery from your graveyard on top of your library. This is really sweet because it can just rebuy your Thunderous Wraths. It puts it right on top, and then the next turn you can draw it for turn and deal 5 damage to them. But what's also awesome is it has prowess, so you can just be casting a bunch of spells into your Bloodwater entities, and maybe you're putting a Lorien Revealed back after searching for your islands, or maybe you just need another Brainstorm or something. It's really sweet at rebuying things. Mind you, it isn't going directly into your hand immediately, so you need to consider your sequencing, but it is pretty sick nonetheless. We also have a little, pseudo combo. We have Kessig Flamebreather, which is a 1/3 for 1 and a red. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it deals a damage to each opponent. This can come down early and kind of gum up the board a little bit. It blocks nicely, and it feels pretty good to cast your Ponders and Portents into it, just get some free damage. But we also have Tandem Lookout, which is a 3-mana 2/1, so not great stats, but for 2 and a blue, you get a Soulbond creature. When it enters, you can pair it with another creature, and as long as they're paired, they get the rest of the text, which is as long as Tandem Lookout is paired with another creature, each of those creatures has, whenever this creature deals damage to an opponent, draw a card. Whether it be a Delver Secrets attacking, Bloodwater Entity attacking, or Kessig Flamebreather for just casting your spells, you get this little engine that can draw you a bunch of cards. And that's a really sick way of, going positive on the cards that you're casting. Now, Tandem Lookout does die to a Stiff Breeze. It's not very tough, but it is better than its counterpart, which is Ophidian Eye. That is the other curiosity effect that we could be playing. I've found that Tandem Lookout is better just because it can kill your opponent, and it doesn't, die to removal in the same way, and you can cast this card first and then the creature that you're going to be dealing damage with later. In the lands, we just have 4 of each Mountain, Island, Molten Tributary, and Volatile Fjord. Kind of just an even split of your mana. If we scroll down, we can see yes, you have less red mana than blue mana, but it's still, worth doing the all of this. And also, if you're thinking about it, your Lorien Revealeds are kind of islands. They're not exactly, but they're a little bit islands. So we have the extra % in the Lorien Revealeds. And they interact really positively with your Bloodwater entities, so it's, worth doing the Lorien Revealed thing. The sideboard is just kind of basic red-blue stuff. You could be playing your Pyroblasts. I've been on Shenanigans. You can do other stuff. This is definitely not, de facto what you should be doing in your sideboard. But I just think that this deck is really sweet. It plays really cool, and you feel so smart when you reveal Thunderous Wrath as your first draw for turn. Whether you know about it after putting it there, or you just get it randomly, it's like hitting a miracle is very cool. And it's the only miracle card in Pauper. There are no other miracles that you could be going towards. So dealing 5 damage to your opponent is as good as it gets, and I really like how it's been playing. I'll probably play it on the channel again, but definitely check out the other video if you are interested in doing something like this. And there are other builds, so if you have built this deck or you are interested in building this deck, let me know how you're doing it, because I love this idea, I love this playstyle, and I'm interested in seeing what else it can do. Thank you for watching. Thanks for watching the video. If you're interested in supporting the channel, please consider checking out the tokens I make over on Etsy. There's over 100 tokens available, but if you don't see something you're looking for, don't hesitate to reach out in our Discord, as I do custom orders.